Hi guys, I woke up this morning really wanting to do some cosplay. Then I forgot that I really wanted to record as well. So I'm gonna update you guys on what I've done so far and teach you guys how to make some leggings today. First of all, you need 4-way stretch fabrics. So this means that it stretches two ways and then the other 2 ways. So first you want to fold the fabric in half so that it is long enough and wide enough. But what you want to do is measure the fabric so it fits your whole leg. This is a bad example because, as you can see, the bottom of my leg is still exposed. For the actual fabric, you want to make sure that it's maybe 2.5 times this width, and then a little bit longer for my sakes just because my legs aren't covered. This is just my excess, but what I have down here is something that'll fit my length and the width of my legs. Next, you want to get a pair of leggings that you know fit really well on you. You want to take it, turn it inside out, and then find where the butt or the back part of it is, and you want that to be the outside of your fold. So fold the corners together and then fold it all the way down. And then for this part, you want to make sure that it is pulled out, so that you get this kind of shape. Alright, so next, you want to pin your fabric together. So I have it pinned right along here and in random parts of my fabric, just to make sure that the fabric does stay folded together, especially with mine. I have this on my fabric. It's a part that I can't use because it's not shimmery. This is where the shimmery starts, and this is where it's not. So I want to make sure I pin it right there so I know not to trace on that part. Now you want to take your folded leggings, and what I've done here, I've placed it down, and then I took like a permanent marker and I pressed down and I traced it. So I actually edited a little bit. The way that I traced it before wasn't perfect, so I edited how I traced it. And then you have one leg. Then you want to take the exact thing. You don't want to change it too much, but you want to place it down again on your fabric. And then trace it one more time. Okay, so after you have that drawn out perfectly the way you want it to be, you want to take some more of your pins that you pinned your fabric down with, and you want to pin down just this crotch area. So I have a pin here, 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 and here, and then the same on this area right here, where I have a pin here, here, and here. When you're pinning, you want to make sure that you are pinning through both layers of the fabric and you're not bunching it too bad. So after you have that, you also want to do little pins everywhere else. Not too much because you're going to end up taking out anyways. That's to make sure that the fabric stays together, and then the vital parts will be sticking together as well. After you have all of your legs drawn out, you want to take a chalk or something to eye out about 1/4 of an inch of seam allowance. You have your seam allowance all chalked out, you want to take either a super sharp pair of fabric scissors, or I usually like to take my rotary tool to this, but I can't find my rotary tool right now, and I know scissors are a lot more accessible to most people, so just make sure you have super sharp scissors or fabric scissors. And then you just want to cut out right along that chalk line, not the black line that we just drew, but the seam allowance line. One down, one more to go. Alright guys, so we're in the sewing room. I have my little legging pieces here, and look, I found my rotary tool. Anyways, so I have my sewing kit. This is just my Singer machine. I have it all threaded and everything. It's not elastic thread either, it's just regular old thread. Where you want to sew is, this is the legging. Do you remember the crotch line that we had? You really just want to sew from that point all the way up here. So to the top. So right there to there, and then we have the full leg right at the bottom. Just this one length of a side right here on both of them. Next, I'm going to take off the pins, and we have these guys. So we have two of them that are exactly the same. So now you want to match them up. The right side, or the side that should be showing, is on the inside of both of them. So we just have the drawn on side. And then here, you just want to take your pins again and pin all the way down the leg right inside of that drawn line. You want to leave the top open, but you want to pin these guys together right down the leg, and then right in the middle here where the crotch is. But you don't want to sew up the opening on the top or the bottom leg holes. Alright, so we have one leg done, and just so you can see what it would look like, just this side is obviously unfinished still, but this side you can flip it inside out, and then you can see how your leggings are turning out so far. Pretty cool. Alright, so I've sewed everything. I've sewed the sides of all of these, and then I've made sure to leave the top open so when I put in the little elastic, which is this, you want to take the elastic and then stretch it out just a little bit, just to about what it would be comfortable. Now you have your elastic measured out. You want to take the edge of this and you're going to make it into a circle. So I like to overlap it just a little bit like this, and this helps keep it on you as well. Pin it down, and then what I like to do is sew this into like a square. So I sew every corner of this between here just to make sure that it stays together. Definitely not beautifully sewn, but it works for our situation. It's not going to come apart. So now you're going to take your pants. You want to put your pants inside out on again, and then take your elastic circle and put it over the leggings. Now what you want to do is just tuck it over evenly to make sure that it does go all the way around. And then just pin it to your pants. This is dangerous. You might need a friend to do it for you just because you don't want to poke yourself. But if you're alone, like me right now, then you're just gonna have to deal with the little pokies. Luckily, if you're doing it alone like me, once you have most of it pinned, you can just take it off from here. You just need to pin that last final part. Once you have it off, most of the elastic will already be stuck in there. So you can just pull the back part over the elastic, and then easily just pin it down from there. Alright, so now it's time to sew. Now once you have that whole thing sewn down, you don't want it to be moving around and twisting. So I like to just take an extra stitching right down here and then right down here. I almost forgot a very important part. So you need to take this and then fold it down and then just pin here and then sew it the way you did the band, stretching it a little bit as you sew to make sure that it's not too tight when you have it on, and then when you do stretch it out eventually, when you do wear it on, it's not going to break the thread. So make sure you just stretch it out a little while you sew. Alright guys, so this is the final product. There is a little bit of a fit issue right in the front, but I'm definitely going to go in and fix that up a bit. But otherwise, I do think that it fits really nicely, and it's a really easy beginner way to make a pair of leggings. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for coming by and spending a little time with me today, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!